Every Sunday my son asked, "Dad, are you alone?" I always told the truth until last Sunday. At 68, dying of cancer alone in my small Ohio house after my wife left for my partner and the kids abandoned me for money, I lied and said, "Yes, my friend is here." That lie saved my life. Tell me in the comment section, have you ever lied to protect yourself from the people who should love you most? Drop your story below. Be sure to subscribe now. Grab your snacks and get comfortable. I am 63 years old, sitting alone in my small house on Elm Street in Dayton, Ohio. For years I believed family was everything. That belief shattered slowly. My wife of 40 years left me 5 years ago for my former business partner. My son and daughter chose her side completely. They said I was difficult and bitter. They stopped visiting. Only the Sunday calls remained. Those calls always felt strange. My son never asked about my health or my days. He only wanted to know if I was alone. I told him the truth every time until last Sunday. Now my chest hurts thinking about it. The cancer diagnosis came 3 months ago. Stage 4. Doctors gave me 6 months. I kept it secret from everyone. The inheritance from my lawsuit settlement sat in the bank. Almost $2 million. I planned to leave most of it to charity. But something felt wrong that Sunday. A car idled outside my window. I saw shadows moving near the back door. My heart pounded hard. I lied to my son. I said my old friend was visiting. Why did I lie? What exactly was coming for me that night? The lie hung in the air after I hung up. My house felt colder than usual. I sat in the dark living room watching the backyard through the blinds. 2 figures moved near the fence. One looked tall like Marcus. The other smaller. Maybe Ava. My own daughter. The thought made my stomach twist with sharp pain. Years of financial struggle after the divorce left me careful with money. Sophia took half and still wanted more. She convinced the kids I hid assets. Logan lost his job last year and needed cash badly. Ava's marriage was falling apart with credit card debt piling up. They all smelled blood when my diagnosis leaked somehow. I remember the hospital scene 2 months ago. The doctor spoke in a quiet voice. "Ryan, it's aggressive." I drove home alone that day. No one came with me. The silence in the car crushed my chest. Now someone was trying the back door handle. I grabbed the old baseball bat from the closet. My hands trembled, but I stayed quiet. The cancer made me weak, but fear kept me sharp. Memories flooded in. Sophia laughing at our 20th anniversary while texting Marcus. Logan telling me I was a burden during Thanksgiving 3 years ago. Ava refusing to let me see my grandkids. The abandonment cut deeper than any chemo ever could. The door creaked open slightly. A voice whispered my name. Who was really behind this visit and what did they plan to do? I hid in the hallway closet holding my breath. The intruder stepped inside my kitchen. Their shoes made wet sounds on the tile. One of them said, "He should be alone." Logan confirmed it. My son's name hit like a punch. Betrayal burned hotter than the pain in my bones. They searched drawers quietly. Papers rustled. I recognized Marcus's deep voice. "The will has to be here somewhere. Sophia needs those account numbers." My ex-wife was directing this. The woman I built a life with now wanted me gone faster. Flashbacks came fast. Our wedding day felt fake now. Sophia crying happy tears while already planning her exit. Logan as a teenager saying he was proud of me. Lies stacked on lies. I stayed frozen as they moved toward the bedroom. My phone was in the living room. No way to call for help without noise. The cancer made my legs shake. Emotional isolation wrapped around me like chains. They found the folder with medical papers. Stage 4. Perfect. We wait it out or help it along. The casual way they said it destroyed something inside me. My own family discussing my death like a business deal. Humiliation washed over me. I had paid for Logan's college. I bailed Ava out twice. This was the thanks. A floorboard creaked near my hiding spot. What would they do if they found me right then? They left after 20 minutes. I waited another hour before moving. My body ached from staying still. The house felt violated. Papers were scattered but nothing important taken yet. They wanted the bank codes mostly. I sat at the kitchen table drinking cold coffee. Tears came without warning. Not sad tears. Angry ones. The kind that burn your throat. Sophia had manipulated the kids for years. She painted me as the monster while sleeping with Marcus. Hospital memories returned. The nurse asking if anyone was coming to pick me up. I lied then too. Said my son was on the way. I drove myself home through heavy rain. Logan called again 2 days later. His voice sounded normal. "Dad, you okay? You sounded off last Sunday." I kept my answers short. The trust was gone completely. Financial struggles hit harder after that night. I cancelled the cleaning lady to save money. Loneliness pressed down during evenings. No one checked on me except those suspicious Sunday calls. Ava sent a text the next day. "We should talk about your situation, Dad." Situation. Like my death was an inconvenience. I started planning quietly. Gathering evidence. Recording calls. The revenge grew slowly in my chest. But then the worst secret came out. What devastating truth was hidden in my family that would change everything? The truth hit me through old emails I finally accessed. Sophia had been siphoning money for years even before leaving. She used my name on loans. Logan knew. He helped her. The inheritance they fought for was partly stolen already. My hands shook reading the messages. Marcus laughed in one email about me being clueless. Ava knew too. She asked for her cut of Dad's money while pretending to hate Sophia. The manipulation ran deep. I confronted Logan on the next Sunday call. "Son, why did you really ask if I was alone?" He paused too long. "Just worried about you, Dad." The lie sounded weak. Pain from the cancer increased daily. I hid it during the call. No weakness shown. The emotional isolation felt complete now. Even my grandkids were kept away with stories about me being unstable. A hospital visit followed. The doctor said I had weeks, not months. I sat in the waiting room alone watching other families. Their love looked real. Mine was poison. Revenge ideas formed clearly. I changed accounts. Made new arrangements. But the biggest shock was still coming. Sophia showed up at my door the next evening. She looked older. Guilty. "Ryan, we need to talk." What did my ex-wife want after all the betrayal and why now? Sophia sat across from me at the same kitchen table where we once planned our future. Her hands fidgeted with a coffee mug. "Logan told me you sounded strange. We're worried." The fake concern made me sick. I stayed calm. "Worried about me or the money?" She flinched. The mask slipped for a second. Years of secrets poured out in her nervous rambling. Marcus pressured her. Logan needed the cash for his failing business. Ava was pregnant again and desperate. Humiliation returned strong. I remembered carrying Sophia through her depression after Logan's birth. Now she plotted my end. The conversation turned painful. "You were never easy, Ryan." The kids suffered. Her words cut deep. Abandonment felt fresh. I showed her the medical report. She barely reacted. Financial reality hit her when I mentioned new beneficiaries. Her face changed. Real panic showed. She left after an hour with empty promises. I recorded everything on my phone. The evidence grew. Cancer pain kept me up that night. Memories of family vacations mixed with current betrayal. The contrast destroyed me slowly. Then Logan sent a message. "Dad, Mom said you're not yourself. Maybe we should get you help." What kind of help did they really have in mind this time? The pressure increased when Marcus appeared at my door. He looked confident in his expensive coat. "Old friend, let's talk business." The nerve after everything made my blood boil. We stood in the living room. He offered a deal. Sign over assets now. Get comfortable care in return. The manipulation was obvious. I played along to gather more proof. Inside I was breaking. This man took my wife. Turned my kids against me. Now he wanted my death cleaned up neatly. Hospital flashbacks hit hard. The last scan showed tumors everywhere. Nurses whispering pity when they thought I couldn't hear. Logan and Ava arrived together the next day. Family meeting. Their faces showed calculation, not love. Ava cried on cue. Logan talked about responsibility. The performance was perfect. I felt emotionally exhausted. The isolation reached its peak. No real support. Only vultures circling. Secrets spilled during arguments. Sophia had another child with Marcus years ago. Hidden. The betrayal went deeper than I imagined. They left when I refused to sign anything. Tension filled the house after they drove away. But the final blow was coming faster than expected. What final revelation would destroy what little remained of my family ties? The final revelation came through a letter from my lawyer. Sophia's hidden child was actually Logan. My son. Not biologically mine. The DNA test from years ago proved it. Everyone knew except me. I sat on the floor crying for the first time in decades. The humiliation was total. All those years raising him as my own. The sacrifices. The love. All built on lies. Cancer pain mixed with emotional agony. I could barely breathe. Ava knew since she was 15. She used it against Sophia when needed. The family conflict was rotten to the core. I stopped answering Sunday calls. Let them worry. My revenge plan finalized quietly. New will. Video statements. Evidence sent to authorities about the financial fraud. Hospital admission became necessary. I went alone in a taxi. The nurse held my hand during the bad night. A stranger showed more kindness than my blood. Logan left angry messages. "Dad, this isn't like you." The entitlement in his voice fueled my anger. Revenge tasted bitter but necessary. I wanted them to feel the abandonment. The financial ruin. The public shame. Sophia tried visiting the hospital. I refused her. The end approached quickly now. What final confrontation would happen when they discovered my true plans? They discovered everything at once. My lawyer called them in for the reading. I watched through video from my hospital bed. Their faces when the new will was revealed brought cold satisfaction. Nothing for them. Everything to cancer research and a women's shelter. Sophia screamed. Logan punched a wall. Ava cried real tears this time. The manipulation failed completely. Public documents exposed their fraud. Police investigation started. My body weakened fast. Tubes and machines surrounded me. Nurses moved quietly. I thought about all the Sundays. The lies. The pain. Regret mixed with relief. Regret for believing in them too long. Relief that truth finally won. Marcus tried calling. I let it ring. The humiliation they planned for me returned to them tenfold. Logan appeared at the hospital begging. Dad, I'm sorry. We were desperate. His eyes showed fear, not love. Too late. I told him the truth about knowing he wasn't mine. The shock on his face was devastating. Emotional pressure reached its peak. My breathing grew shallow. One final visitor changed everything. Who came in those last moments and what did they say? Ava came alone on the final day. No makeup. No acting. She looked broken. Dad, I hated what we did. Mom manipulated us, but I let her. I'm sorry. Her voice cracked with real pain. I listened quietly. Machines beeped steadily. My time was almost gone. She held my hand. The touch felt foreign after years of distance. Logan and Sophia tried to enter but were blocked. Their greed destroyed everything. The inheritance conflict ended with their ruin. Legal troubles mounted. Reputation gone. I whispered my last words to Ava. You chose this. Live with it. Tears fell from her eyes. The revenge felt heavy. Not triumphant. Just empty. Memories flashed. Young Logan running to me. Sophia's real smile once. All tainted now. The betrayal, the secrets, the abandonment. It all led here. My breathing slowed. Nurses moved faster. Ava stayed until the end. The monitor flatlined in the quiet room. The family I built with love died long before my body did. But the truth survived. The lie that Sunday saved me from their final plan. It gave me time to expose them. Some wounds never heal. Some families